Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. See the sunshine? I had to wait to go online. I obviously need to put my curtains up today, which is something I've been meaning to do anyways. But today the curtains are going up so that I'm not blinded by the light. So, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody has had a wonderful weekend. Good morning, Johanna Burkhart. How are you this morning, Johanna? Renee, good morning. And I'm actually just now getting back into trying to be productive. Good morning, Barbara. Why is this card like that? That's so weird. Just now starting to get back into being productive, and I got up this morning and I've not had a lot of coffee in the last whatever time. I just have been decided to get on this morning and just tell you that I'm not going to be on every morning. I'm going to do some cards here and there, but good morning, Isis. Have you left for the airport? Are you on your way to Vegas? What are you up to? Good morning. So this is the perfect card for this morning. It really, really is, because being sick has brought me to a place. Thank you, Johanna. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a month since I've really been online. And I'm still coughing. So obviously. So being sick though I've sat back and I've not really been online, but I have seen a couple things that have, is that a saddle? Yes, it is a saddle. It's a saddle. We have a horse farm here in Ohio. I have not sat in my saddle in a couple of years because we haven't lived here. But I'm hoping maybe over the winter to go riding with some friends. Just woke up and getting ready. Aaron may still be sleeping. Tell him to get his butt out of bed. I felt bad I couldn't make it to the movie last night. I hadn't seen that one in forever, and we just had a scheduling issue. So as I sat back, my guides were very chatty. Okay. And my guides have been chatty as I've started to feel better. You'll find that on your spiritual journey, you're so totally unique that you may have different times for yourself that you get messages more clearly than other times, right? Now, if you sit down and you get in the space and you're blending and all of that, you're getting ready to do readings, wonderful. You're setting your target. But there's other times when our guides and our past loved ones and people in our energetic field that are there to help us, they come across clearly. Now, I know I get this, right, Heidi? I get this when I go on vacation, when I'm totally decompressing. My guides want to talk all the time. I'm like, guys, I'm on vacation. I mean, come on. But it's okay. And then there's other times when you maybe are feeling sick, or you have to pull back. You have to slow down. You guys, this has been we canceled Salem. And it was a very rough month. It was a very rough month. I will say that out of everybody in the family, for whatever reason, it kicked my ass the most. And I have immunities, you guys. I have immunities. So I was really surprised that out of everybody, it really knocked me for a loop. Even Sam. Sam used to get lung things all the time, and I was worried about that. But he just 2 or 3 days. There we go. Hello from South Africa. So sitting there being incapacitated. I had a couple friends call me, and they did video chat, and it scared my best friend to pieces because I couldn't talk. Every time I talked, I'd start choking, so I had to cut the call off. So there really was not much for me to do other than sit and talk to spirit or watch TV. And I'm not huge into watching TV. That sun is still right there. So sitting back, paying attention to the messages I was getting, and my guides were sitting there talking to me about, look how much you actually try to accomplish instead of accomplishing something and sitting back and going, look what I've done, and moving on after that, after thinking about what you need to do next. I go full bore all the time. And my guides are really on me about this right now. That they've actually told me I'm rushing through life. How many people feel like you're rushing through life? Like you have to get this done, have to get that done, have to get this done. You have to do it. You've got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. I know this has a lot to do with my upbringing, but I have to take responsibility for it. I'm 50 years old. I don't want to rush through the rest of my life. I don't want to rush. We have so many things in this life. This is why we come here, to be joyful, to enjoy the things around us. Good morning, Angel. We want to have fun. We want to enjoy the little things, right? And here we are at home. Do we know we're staying here? No, we don't. How can I find a sweet spot where I'm not in the sun? Is there a sweet spot? No. So take stock of what you do in a day, you guys. You're the same way, Laura, right? Aren't you glad you didn't come now? Aren't you glad you didn't come visit? Laura's like, I'll come help you. And I was like, not right now. Now's not a good time. My house is a mess, blah, blah, blah. I'm not feeling great. And I'm so glad that we held off, because I would have felt horrible if anybody else got sick, like we were a super spreader or something. But it's time to, you guys, it is time to slow down. It is time to take stock of what's really important in life. Are you taking care of yourself on a level of, on all levels, like emotionally, physically, spiritually? Are you taking care of yourself? Or are you, I'm glad, but we would have rocked one hell of a rock in quarantine, right? I don't know about that, man. I really don't know. I try to be fun, but I got to tell you, between the hacking, we are going to have fun. Right after Christmas, we're going to have some fun, I think. So slow down and think about what's important. Feel the same. Maurice says, feel the same, be in the present, looking at things differently now. And that's why Isis changed jobs. It is time, for whatever reason. And I know we have a huge eclipse coming up. And I have to tell you, this eclipse was highlighted to me in January. Gratuitous plug for Tammy Manzo. Anybody on here that has had a reading by Tammy Manzo, she is an astrologist. She is incredible. And I was just talking to Sam last night that it's time to rebook with her. She's actually a friend of mine. So it is kind of a gratuitous plug, but she's amazing. And she lives here in Ohio. So on the 19th, this is a huge eclipse for clearing blockages. And this is a big eclipse that I wrote down in my book as to things I need to do. So now that I'm seeing that that's coming up, what she said is like right there in front of me. My guides are like, take stock, get rid of things that don't work for you anymore. Who has had an event in your life where you have to stop and go, oh crap, and then you change direction suddenly, and people probably don't understand, and you go, yeah, but what may be important yesterday isn't nearly as important today. Okay. Okay. Stop. All right, we're done. So when I pulled a card this morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I got to talking too much. So when I pulled a card this morning, I was shuffling. Your health has to stop you too, because you don't listen. Johanna, we've got to stop that cycle. Who is that cycle for? Is it because it's a learned behavior and we keep moving forward because we feel like we have to? Somebody said, you have to be prosperous. You have to take care of yourself. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Work, 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 work. So what are we manifesting when we do that? More work. Honest to God, I got hit with a 2x4 while I was sick, you guys. I'm manifesting more work for myself. The feeling of being pressed because I never feel like I get enough done. Notice that? I said I never feel like I get enough done. Hi, Colleen. I never feel like I get enough done. Do I get a lot done? Guys, I get a shit ton of stuff done, but I never feel like I've accomplished anything. That's got to stop. It's got to stop. So the card I pulled today, good morning, Sandra. Good morning, everybody. It is important. So this is a great time to do it with this eclipse coming up. I know, never enough, not enough, can't get enough done, not enough hours in the day. Who's ever said that? There's just not enough hours in the day. You know what? There are enough hours in the day. There's enough hours in the day. But if you overload yourself, you'll never feel like you've accomplished it, what you needed to. So let's knock that shit off. Just knock it off. We're just here. We are here for the experience. We're not here to work ourselves to death. There's Mr. Fry. Good morning, husband. He's in South Carolina, you guys. Good morning, husband. He's like, what in the heck are we talking about? So I don't need your input, Mr. Fry. I know that I know. He tells me this all the time. So anyways, this is a card that I pulled, you guys. This is out of, and I don't think I've ever used this deck before. And I've had it for a while. I got to put the curtains up today. The Spirit Messages by John Holland. So when I pulled it out, knock that shit off. That should be our logo. Knock that shit off. I want to talk about Laura in a minute. It's breathe. Breathe. Take the time to slow down when you're not feeling like you're getting enough done, when you are feeling inadequate, because we do, don't we? I mean, if anybody on here could say, I've never felt inadequate, come on. Hello from Glasgow, Scotland, Kathleen Boyle. We've all had a moment in our life where we have felt pressured and inadequate. We know the feeling because it's those feelings of that rock us, right? They rock us, and we have to slow down and breathe, because that breath is going to bring you back to self, back to center, back to the here and now, quicker than anything else. A quick slap in the face might work, but we don't want to do that, right? 2x4 to the back of the head. Thanks, Metatron. That'll work too. But when you're trying to connect body to spirit and find peace, when you're trying to connect body to soul, spirit, and realign, that breath is going to be the thing that does it. Sharon Churchill says, Lisa, I know how you feel. I have days like that too. I've learned to say I need quiet time. And quiet time is my forte here, guys. It is my forte. Sam's in South Carolina. Richard's at work. And I can pretty much guarantee there will be no noise in the house until after he comes home. And then it's like having Bigfoot run around the house. Seriously. I'm not even kidding. It's like having Bigfoot. I was talking to him about, what did I say? Oh, on the 28th, we want to go roller skating. Hey, Laura, you want to come up and go roller skating with us? Oh, it's after Thanksgiving, isn't it? We're going roller skating. It's the 50th anniversary of our roller skating rink here in Ohio. And I said, hey, Rich, you want to go roller skating with us? And he goes, I would love to, but I don't think they have shoes in my size. And I went, oh, it's skates. And I'm like, whoop, whoop. Thank you so much, Katrina. And I went, oh, crap. He wears a size 16. So it's hard to find, let alone rent skates. I'll have to call the skate place and see if they have a size 16. Maybe it's just a joke. I don't know. But yeah, Richard, Richard is like having Bigfoot run around. I swear to God. Anyways, so it'll be entertaining. It's going to be entertaining for everybody, man. It is retro skate. It is inviting the retro people, the 60s, the 70s, 80s, and 90s people. 90s, really? Retro? Bite my ass. And so it's going to be in the older generation in their roller skating. I'm expecting EMS on site. It's happening on the 28th. Oh gosh, it's going to be funny. I haven't been on roller skates and I can't even tell you how long, but we grew up on them, you know? Okay, so take some time today to breathe. I know I am. We have class tonight. You guys, if you are not a part of the membership and you want to be part of the membership, I wonder how Nancy's feeling. Has anybody heard from Nancy? I know she's not feeling well. I have been trying to not bother her. MyMysticalLife.com. If you are not part of the membership and you want to be part of the membership, you absolutely can go to MyMysticalLife.com and hit the membership tab. And there's a 15-day free trial. You get to be in on our classes. I will be releasing healing session today. It just did not happen over the weekend with Sam having to leave. It was, I got it. Hi, Tanya. I got to check in with her as well. So I know she talks to a lot of people. I just didn't want to. I was just on a flutter. So yes, tonight's class is going to be on past lives. And we might even do, she's hanging in there. Thank you, Laura. I thought you might be. Katrina's on the way to the heart doctor, hoping for a really great outcome on that. Tonight's class is on past lives and how to view them. So it's going to be interesting. You're going to have to pass on roller skating. I've been twice in my life and broke a bone both times. Oh, no, no, you don't do that. Where we come from here in Ohio, roller skating when we were kids, our parents would drop us off at like 5 at the roller skating rink and pick us up at midnight. And it just every weekend. Katrina's actually online. She probably is on a different page than you. She's home from the hospital. She's doing wonderful. And she's on her way to the heart doctor right now for a checkup. So who has a breathing practice that you guys use? Who uses a practice for when you are feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling like you need to slow down, contact spirit, all that? Can anybody pick up anything in my house, in our house? Can anybody pick up anybody in her house? Just an off the fly cuff kind of thing. She's having swelling issues. Yeah. We have an interesting visitor in the house. My ex-in-laws used to dance on skates. Yeah, that's what we used to do when we were kids. Yeah, you took classes how to skate backwards and dance, and oh yeah, you do a Kundalini breathing practice daily. That's awesome. And when I do a lot of. I meant to do it this morning. Yes, I can. Yes, you can. Oh, Mr. Fry. He's like, yes, I can pick them up. I was going to do Qigong this morning. And as I even started thinking about it, I started coughing. So I went, never mind. We'll do it next week. Older male visiting your house. Gentleman. There's the gentleman in the house. And it's so funny. You guys see Sam and I work together when he's home. You know, we feed off each other's energy. Maybe not the best way to put it. We work off each other's energy. And I was in the kitchen 2 nights ago. And I thought, Dragon Breath I use daily, but I also use the other one Johanna uses. It's called Sweet Breathing. Good morning. Awesome. So I was in the kitchen and I was facing, I don't know where I was facing anyways. And I turned and out of the corner of my eye, I thought Richard had walked in. And now Rich is a big guy. He's 6'6" and he's a big guy. You know, he's a big grizzly bear kind of guy. And I was like, oh crap. Cause then I noticed Richard was in the chair. Well, the person obviously was there for a millisecond. I caught him out of the peripherals and I didn't say anything about it. I was like, oh, it just scared me because we never really have, unless energies are really high. We don't have a lot of people filter through. So I went back to doing what I was doing in the kitchen, and Sam come in, and I think he might have cussed. I think he might have said something. I was like, oh shit. Because he turned or he laughed or something. I don't remember what he did, but he's there's someone in the kitchen. And I went, yeah, I caught him earlier. I saw him earlier. And we collaborated on it, and it was the exact same person, same clothing, same height, same build, same spot, the whole 9 yards. And it's just interesting that as we're getting better, as we're feeling better, that things are starting to filter back through the house. And I think it has a lot to do with our stepping back and reevaluating how we're going to go about with what we do. Because I was like, okay, how can we trim this down so we're not feeling overloaded? I don't know. Work smarter, not harder, I would assume. So that's what we're going to be doing. Speaking of working smarter, not harder, or whatever, Christmas, we have a Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas Advent crystal box coming. So it will be individual crystals for the 12 days before Christmas. And we're trying to keep it super affordable, which is why we didn't do the 24 days. Rest, stop, be back. Yeah. You're at a rest stop, you'll be back. I gotcha. Yes, Tanya, this is welcome to the club, feeling like light workers are hitting that. Yes. I've heard a lot of people. I'm noticing something. I'm noticing people going, I have to step back. I have to reevaluate what I'm doing. And then you have other people that think they're the savior of everything on the planet. What do we call that, you guys? I think that's where that I think that I just have seen some people that have really been over the top. And Johanna says, people forget physical illnesses are also an opportunity for mass amounts of emotional density to be purged so you could spend quickly. Spiritual bypass. Good morning. Claire delusional. Yes. Pay attention. Pay attention. There seems to be something going on. I'm not quite sure what it is. But if you've noticed it, please let me know. Type it on there. But there is a division in, not a division, that's not the great word for it. There has been a break in the road. We are getting down to the wire. We are definitely boiling things down to only what is necessary. Yes, Tanya's noticed the two spectrums. You either have the people that are going, don't you think that's a bit much? And then you have the people that are using their muchness to the very, very highest levels. And I'm all about muchness. I think we should have so much fun with what we do. I think it should be a blast. But if I sat here and said to you, at least I hope that if I sat here and said to you, I'm the way, and I'm not a Mandalorian. If I sat here super serious and I said, I will heal you. I'm going to give you messages that are going to rock your world. You will never be the same after you've sat and talked to me, or I've done a healing session, or I've given you a card. Would you believe my shit? No. Drink the Kool-Aid, right? This is the division that you're going to see becoming more expansive. You have your people that are going to sit back and go, what? Wait a minute. Red flags, absolutely, Heidi. You have the people that are going to sit back and go, but I'm questioning. And then if you question, are you the bad guy? Aren't we put here to question and experience and do for ourselves versus having somebody do everything for us? I'd say you've gone off your spiritual rocker. Yeah, it would be, if you guys hear me do that, like there's been a serious psychotic click going. and here's why. I am not slamming anybody. I swear I'm not. It is in our DNA to question. We should be questioning things. If it seems wrong to you, question it. Hi, Tammy Nelson. I'm doing better. I won't be on very long just because I'll start coughing eventually, or not. We're not coughing anymore. No, we're not doing it anymore. But we're here to question things. And nobody on this planet, stop questioning, stop learning. Absolutely. Nobody on this planet is the one. We are here at this time to work together. We are here to work together with our fellow man, woman, child to bring together harmony. We'd meet at your house and for an intervention 2x4s in tow. True. We should always question things, right, Maurice? So don't blindly be wowed. Don't blindly be dazzled. Take in what works for you. And even someone says, it says Facebook users, all I see. Even Jesus didn't say he was the only way. We are supposed to be living humbly and in connection. We are part of a collective. Sometimes I feel weird because I've always been that what if person. No, we're supposed to be that what if person. And anytime someone tells you they are the way, they are the only way, guys, it just doesn't work like that in spirituality. You know what happens then? Then you get you see these big followings of people that follow one person, and he may seem like a nutball to you, but he was good at what he did, or she was good at what she did, and they all follow. Usually things like that don't end up well, right? Oh, hi, Tammy. Ego. Yeah. Ego. And we never fully gone if we never totally get rid of it, but, we do want to keep it down. I don't want to, if I ever come on here and say, I will heal you, boom, boy, somebody call Sam. Because, hi, Lisa Hip, because none of the work that we do is on us. It's not us. Every bit of work we do, we're just the channel. We're just the funnel. That's it. Yeah, then they are the only way that you don't want to go. Absolutely. I was told I was stuck and didn't want to change because I was always said, what if? What if you do this? You know? Sam's like, I will squash her, don't worry. But this is true. This is true. Not that Sam would squash me, but it's always been one of my things. I don't want to ever be that person that feels so empowered. Get this, that feels so empowered that I forget that I'm just the channel. I'm just passing messages over. I don't want to feel like it's coming from me. I want to bring healing through. That's what we do. Yeah, squash the ego. Sam's like, squash the ego. We bring it through. We don't perform it ourselves. We are just the conduit. So pay attention to what's going on online right now. You'll see it. The interpreter, right? Right, Renee? The interpreter. Our Advent calendars will go on sale on the 1st of December. They will be something you can send to anybody you want to send it to, and the shipping will be included in it. I don't have all the details right now until they come in. I don't have everything set up in the store, but they will go on sale, and we're only going to have 20 of them. We're only going to have 20. They will be available to My Mystical Life members first. Okay? They will be put out on the how many days are in this month? I should know this. On the 30th, they'll be put out to My Mystical Life members first, and then any that are left over. So if you guys are interested in the crystal advent calendars, the 12 days of Christmas advent calendars, I know I'm only making 20. I'm only, what will they look like? They're going to, they're going to be super cute. I don't have a picture of one right now. But I can get one together pretty quickly. And they're going to be in a box in a shipping box, not the kind of shipping box that you guys get your crystals in. It is the white box that if you order a, like a self-love pack or something like that, it's in a box like that, and it'll be all pretty. It'll be pretty. Also tell them about the sales next week. Mr. Fry, you're right there. Why don't you do it? Mr. Fry is going to be doing some evening sales next week as well. That's what he says. Next week, honey? Yeah, next week. He'll be doing some evening sales. We have a lot of things that we don't have in or that have not been in. It's moving day for Vedra. Thank goodness. I'm so glad you're getting it. I know you've got to be excited. I know you have got to be excited. Vedra lost her home in that last hurricane, you guys, and she's just moving into a new home today. So I'm so excited for her. Anyhow, so we have, I know, baby. We have sales that'll be going on next week in the evenings. So there'll be smaller, shorter sales in the evenings. We're going to start doing that a little bit more, simply because 4-hour sales every day it gets long. We get exhausted. It's all that. So we will be doing that. Let's pull another card. That one? Are we doing that? Okay. Okay. Ooh, oh, Lord. Everything's going to fall on me. Don't do that. Okay. Got to reorganize. Time to reorganize. All right. So I know this has been like the weirdest conversation today, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. But I think it's important. So, let's see. I'll try and get one of those together if I can to show. So I have an idea. I want to be able to show it and all that. Yeah, Sam's not very far from you, Laura. You guys can meet up for dinner in the middle or something. Okay. And he leaves Friday morning, so class tonight is on past life viewing. The dog is whining. If you are not a member of My Mystical Life, you can go to mymysticallife.com like that, and mymysticallife.com, and under the, hey, I'm online. Hey, I know. mymysticallife.com under membership. There's a 15-day free trial. I have chemo later, and then making a roast for the first meal. Chemo, roast, yum. Right? Feel better. So the card that we're pulling right now. I love this dog. I know, right? Tammy's like, hi, Buford. Just he just needs his 5 minutes. He needs his 5 minutes. Yeah, Odin, they're both right here. Odin's the good boy. And he's just, look at Odin up here. Hi, buddy. See, he's so quiet. And then there's the other one. Just tripped his way over here. Okay, so let's do this. This is our healing card for the day. How do we go about creating the change and seeing the things that work for us and don't within our energy, right? Within our area, within the people that we follow and the people that we see. It's important. They're spoiled. They're so spoiled. Boy, is this relevant. Like, what the hell was that? UPS is here. That scared the crap out of me. Okay. Wait. I have to enunciate. Chill with the comments about your buddy. Ho olo ohe. Ho olo ohe. Ho olo Ho Oloho. Okay. Deep listening. This is the Hawaiian. We do create our own monsters. We absolutely do. And I'm going to read you the intention that goes with this card because I think it's important to hear today. Usually I'm just going to give you, intuitive guidance, but today I'm going to read it. It says, my intention is to listen deeply with my entire being and to hear the inspiration and support that is ever present from my lineage, guardian spirits, higher self, inner knowing, and nature. I'm going to do that again because I think it's important today. It goes along with everything that we've talked about. Take the time to slow down, to listen, to hear what you have going on. Because so many of us rush through stuff, which we talked about earlier. We rush. And we feel so busy, we forget to do this. It says, once again, my intention is to listen deeply with my entire being and to hear the inspiration and support that is ever present from my lineage, guardian spirits, higher self, inner knowing, and nature. Beautiful, because it's very relevant to what we've talked about. So many of us rush, we forget to do this. We forget to listen to that guidance. And we need to listen. This is today officially. Oh, I'm 4 days off of a month of being online. Good morning, Sita. I'm trying not to cough and sneeze. Tammy Nelson says, I finally realized that I'm clairaudient. It is crazy when you stop and listen. And bye, babe. I'll talk to you later. So what's really interesting, Tammy, is it was there all the time, wasn't it? And you didn't recognize it as being clairaudience. It's there all the time, and we don't recognize it as being what it is. I actually planned on being on 15 minutes this morning, but I guess I had stuff to say. So I'm going to go, well, it's cold out. So I'm not going to do that. I think that hearing and listening are two different things. And when you wake up to your gifts, absolutely. There's somebody else on the feed here today that I know 15 minutes. I've just abandoned the 5 minutes. I've abandoned it. Yesterday was the very first day of the Tony Stockwell apprenticeship program that I'm in. It was interesting. It's on transmediumship. That's the other thing my guides are talking about is it's time to go back into learning mode. So, and then it's so funny because I know he was teaching a class directly before class yesterday because somebody else on the feed was in that class. And we were talking back and forth about his teaching techniques and how fun he is. He does teach really great classes. Absolutely, Tammy. Absolutely, Tammy Nelson. Okay. Well, with that, I have some things to do. And then I am making a cutoff time for myself today. But I do have packages I need to get out from the crystal sale. But next week, Mr. Fry is going to be doing, I like Tony Stockwell too. He teaches a really great class, great class. Speaking of class, you guys, tonight's class will be at 7 p.m. Central. Yeah, I know, right before yours, Laura. 7 p.m. Central. If you are part of the membership, all you do is get on the Facebook group, but that's where the link is. And we will be meeting at 7 p.m. Central on the Zoom. Super easy to log on. If you are not a member and you want to be in the class, tonight's class is on past life viewing, Akashic Records. All you have to do is go to mymysticallife.com and go to the membership, and it will take you to the choices you have for that. The other thing is I will be uploading the healing session that was supposed to come out on Friday or Saturday to the membership. Mr. Fry has had a very busy weekend, and there we are. So I will be putting that up in just a little while. And I'm going to be the one doing it. So it's going to be a different type of healing session this time. And then this upcoming weekend, we have a guided meditation on clearing blockages and whatever else comes up, because, Metatron does whatever he wants. So that'll be in the membership too. All right. I love Akashic work. I spend a lot of time in the Akashic halls and work with Metatron quite a bit. And we're going to start working more on that, him and I, and doing some things in the background. All right, guys. Next week's... Really? What is today? Oh, yeah, today's... Next week's class, look at me. I'm like, I have no concept of time yet. Next week's class is going to be on shamanic journey, how it works, why it works, and we'll do a shamanic journey, and that'll be next Monday. Okay. Nobody puts Metatron in a corner. No, they don't. Where can you find out about trans medium classes? We're not offering any right now. And unfortunately, Tony Stockwell just did his. And I know he won't probably do another one for 6 months. So I don't know on where to find the actual classes. You're fortuitously wheelhouse. I love it. Any drumming classes coming up next year? Okay. So this is the thing. Let's do this while we're sitting here. While I'm doing this, I actually meant to do this. What kind of classes do you guys want to see? What topics do you have in mind? I just put down drumming. Does anybody have any class topics they would like to discuss? Good morning, everybody. Because I'm working on next year's calendar already. Who am I kidding? My calendar's already set up for next year. Lisa Phillips, it's all good. Tarot. This is on Monday night classes. Tarot is a huge subject. I do know that, well, I'm not going to speak for anybody else right now. But we can talk about it. We can do it. We can talk about tarot class. Absolutely. Past life, Paula, that's going to be tonight's class. That's going to be 7 p.m. Central. If you're in the membership, that's a membership class. Animal communication, we can do that. Because our animal communicator is right here, lives right by me. Healing with herbs. I think that's more than one class. Absolutely more than one class. And I'm going to talk to Christina about that and see if she is interested in doing something. I would love to start a weekly meditation group with like a World Healing Collective. If anyone's interested, please let me know. Nelson. Okay, we're a weekly meditation group. Very cool. Okay. So that gives me a few things because each month we have a chat class, which is whatever you guys want to talk about. This last one, chakras. This last chat class we talked about paranormal experiences. Hi, Dee Bennett. Just a fellowship to align intentions. Understood. Absolutely important. And then each month we also have an intuitive practice, right? That's what we have. Stop, please stop. And then we're looking for topics for the other two, that's what we're doing. So we try to shake things up. We try not to do things the same way every single time. It gets boring, right? Who wants to be boring? Okay. My dogs have decided it's time for me to be done. You can't see it, but Odin has laid himself upon me. So I am going to go do that. Let them outside. Everybody have a great day. And we will see you tonight in the membership, in the class, 7 p.m. Central. And I hope everybody has a fabulous Monday. It is a beautiful day outside here. It's going to be almost 45 and okay, it's chilly, but it's not snowing. So there we go. All right, everybody have a great day. Oh, that is horrible, D. Yeah, animal communication is going to be a good one. Yeah, we'll actually be in the barn for that. We'll do that in the barn. maybe. Depends how cold it is. It might be a spring thing. I'm not about standing outside and freezing my tuchus off in the middle of winter. All right, everybody, have a great day. Find love, find light, find joy. Feel divine. Good morning, Renee Shalom. I've seen you on here. I just didn't say good morning. Vicky Roop, good morning. Feel divine because you are. All right. Talk to you guys later.